Hello guys and welcome back to CPC Season 5 Week 2. This week we're up against our co-commissioner 681 Shadow. This week we'll be doing things a little bit differently, mainly how the match, partially how the match turned out, and also kind of what I learned from it. So this time we will have a little bit of a salty upload. Some of you might like it, some of you might not. Some of you might not even hear the salt, but that's true. It's all up to you. So this time we're facing Shadow, and basically we start off horrible matchup. I didn't think it was possible with my team, but yeah, this was crazy. First off, I have a Celesteela. On his team offensively, Celesteela, it does some work, but he has things like Vaporeon, Mantine, all quite annoying. Torkoal, really annoying. Raikou, really annoying. So basically, offensively, Celesteela, it's hard. So that's why I brought more of a bulky Celesteela. You will see later on why. Latios, again, horrible matchup. Klefki, it's really annoying to deal with a combination of Klefki plus Drapion plus Tapu Bulu. It probably won't work out, and then Vaporeon Mantine can also take some hits, be annoying with things like Toxic, just roar me out, really annoying. Torkoal, what I'm saying, Krookodile, again, Earthquake and Knockoff does fairly decent versus team still. Mantine, Vaporeon, you can kind of deal with it, then he just has Tapu Bulu, even Sludge Bomb can bounce off if he brings a quite bulky Bulu. Decidueye, you might think, oh, nice response to Mega Gallade and Zygarde. His main offensive core, no, it's Zygarde, can just blow Decidueye away. Mega Gallade can just have coverage for Decidueye. Overall, Tapu Bulu, hard was Decidueye. Drapion traps Decidueye and just kills it. Does not work. Alolan Ninetales does quite well versus Gallade, but Gallade at speed. Does quite well versus Zygarde. Okay, give it that. But then Klefki, quite annoying. Vaporeon plus Mantine, quite annoying. Torkoal, even more annoying. So again, horrible matchup. Greninja does fairly well. Just Hydro Pump, Dark Pulse, maybe an Ice Beam for things like Bulu and Oko and Zygarde. But then there are monsters like Vaporeon, like Mantine. I have to run like HP Electric for that, but even then, it can basically bounce off a mon like Vaporeon. It can just have like attack HP fighting. I've seen it in the MPL. It can just Toxic me, it can just roar me, I don't know. So not a great matchup. Lantern kinda stops Raikou, but also is set up for Raikou, so does not really work. Bulu destroys Lantern, Zygarde destroys Lantern. Still I brought Lantern because I wanted someone that could pivot and also just Volt Switch out, have some tech moves. I decided to have like, yeah, that Lantern as a pivot. I also brought the Greninja by the way, to basically taunt to help deal with Mantine and Vaporeon, and then just the 3 coverage moves I just mentioned. Krookodiles has basically Rocks knock off Earthquake, and then Iron Tail basically for Bulu, still bounces off, but if he's bulky, if it's not, that might do the trick. Celesteela is also bulky for Zygarde and Gallade, now mainly for Gallade and Bulu, actually to an extent, has Heavy Slam, Earthquake, Leech, Protect. Ninetales is quite a bulky Ninetales, mainly there for things like Zygarde, and also has like a Roar Field, Toxic, some support. Like Canrock Day, pretty good. His Stunner's resist, like Klefki, Cameron 5. Oh wait, there was a Zygarde. I can't touch Zygarde at all. So okay, one thrown out of the window. Coughing. Can be a cool one, especially for monsters like Bulu. Like my team does quite well actually against Bulu. Latios resists the Woodhammer, Chardex quad resist, Celesteela quad resist. Basically all of the moves. Decidueye quite nice. Coughing even quite nice. But yeah, Coughing is basically set up for the rest of his whole team. Especially if he brings like substitute Zygarde or something like that. Charizard is the only mon that has a decent matchup, but still then, Vaporeon, Mantine, can Toxic and Roar, can be quite annoying. So I decided to go with Dragon Claw, Flare Blitz, Roost, Dragon Dance, just for the heck of it. So basically, as you already heard, my whole team does not really work. There are always mons, so we definitely are trying with Greninja and Zard, and hopefully it works out, hopefully. But then we go right into the match. So no Raikou, a little bit surprised, and also no Mantine or no Vaporeon, so I'm thinking, ooh, Greninja and Charizard could actually put in some work, but still, there's that Zygarde always really threatening, there's that Mega Gallade, there is actually a Bulu, and I was like, whoa, a Bulu. Was he then scared of like offensive Krook, or is he maybe AV to deal with like some of my special moves? I don't know. Torkoal, I definitely could see it coming because one of his few rockers can definitely be okay. Drapion mini tab probably for the situation that didn't bring, and Clefly really annoying because it also has the access to Magnet Rush, which is really annoying for mons like Krookodile. Then all of a sudden Krookodile can't really touch it. So I decided, okay, he has no hash removal, besides Torkoal, but I don't know if he would run that. So I basically set a Brookstone 1 as he just spikes up another time, which is really annoying actually for my team because except for Zard the first time and Celesteela, everyone is pretty affected by that. Here he forgets that Brexit does not work on dark types. He tries to toxic me, that does not work out, so luckily we prevent a third layer of spikes while I just kill him. I went for Earthquake because if he magnetizes that turn, that does not change much. So here he goes Bulu, and I believe I just go hard Celesteela because I quad resist moves like Woodhammer, as he actually makes a nice double out into Mega Gallade, but I'm thinking, okay, I can still deal with Mega Gallade, I believe. So I just set up a lead sheet here, as he is the one set that I was really fearing he would not be, and that's Bulker. So because I brought physical Celesteela with things like Heavy Slam, I can't really touch this, but depending on his moveset, I could try to put him in range of Greninja. That's basically all I can try to do. But he has Drain Punch, so he heals himself, and also he feels to be quite bulky, actually max HP. So I definitely need a lot of chip on this, but from this point on, I think I just have to keep Heavy Slam. Oh no, he reveals Wish, so this set might just 6 only. If it is Bulk Up, Drain Punch, Wish, and then I'm thinking last move probably like Ice Punch. Makes sense, I have the Decidueye. It's that pretty hard actually. So I was like, okay, this is pretty bad. Here I'm thinking I don't know the exact mechanics, I don't know the exact way everything works, so maybe he does not recover too much from Drain Punch. Heavy Slam into Leech Sheet kills him, but that's actually not the case, especially because the rain is still up and Wish goes first. So here I'm like, okay, this is a pretty fucked up situation, but at least Crash Drain is gone. So here I believe I go hard out into my Charizard as he actually switched out into Torkoal. I'm like, thank fucking god, we're not getting 5-0 actually. I did that basically because Zard was the only one that could take a Drain Punch quite well, and because also it is now also Spot Flying. And basically still did a shutdown with Flare Blitz, or could even try to Dragon Dance up if he went for like a not for Drain Punch on the turn. But he goes into Torkoal, and I'm like, okay, let's try to figure out what Torkoal wants to do. It actually throws off a Toxic, so okay, that's fine. Let me just go for damage with Krookodiles for Earthquake. I did not calc, and I was like, oh yeah, wait, defensive Torkoal just takes a hit and Solar Beams me. And that's exactly what he does. Gets a fairly okay-ish roll, I believe. So here I just went for knockoff. I thought on the off chance he wants to go Bulu, unexpected Earthquake, and take nothing from it. At least I can knock off and see what kind of item that Bulu was. But he just stays in, barely lives a knockoff, and he just kills me. And here we are in the choking part of the whole game. So basically, what I should have done was, Torkoal is at 1%. I should have gone into Greninja, went for Dark Pulse, and see what its Greninja response was. That Gallade with Rocks Up was really low, and Greninja could definitely most likely kill it from that range from Hydro Pump. I don't think he would actually go into Gallade, or and if he went to Gallade, I knew he would be really speed def, and I could switch accordingly. Zygarde, he would also not go into Zygarde, and also Drapion. I live a hit from Drapion, and I basically two-shot Drapion, and Bulu only revenge me if he Scarfed, otherwise I can deal a fair chunk to it with Ice Beam. So I definitely think my best play was to go out either Greninja or maybe even just Celesteela. No, not Celesteela's first one. I think Lantern was also fine, because Lantern also could even kill with Volt Switch and then bring in Greninja that way. I believe if, I definitely could have went Could have went like Lantern and went even for Icewind. Then I would reveal Icewind. That's not a big deal. He would probably then afterwards go into Gallade, and I could throw a Toxic on Gallade, which would really help me. So yeah, that was probably the better case. But no, I decided to go Charizard, and instead of just killing it off flat out with Dragon Claw, because I kind of feared that then the Gallade scenario would come, I decided to just Dragon Dance up here, as he of course goes for Toxic. And this Toxic is really annoying, because now I can get a kill on the Storko, which exactly is what I do. But yeah, he can slowly try to whittle me down, and I know this. And he goes Gallade, and I'm like, whoa, wait. I was thinking he's probably baiting me to go for Flat Blitz and goes hard into his Zygarde. But he also might just need to pick a sack. I don't think Gallade is a sack in that case, so he might just bait me and then go out into like Drapion and have him take a shit on a recall, or just go out into Zygarde. But I'm like, the Zygarde is also such a big threat. Zygarde and Gallade a big threat. So, and +1 I can probably two-shot Zygarde with Flat Blitz. So I thought, okay, that's fine. So I just go for the Flat Blitz, and but you know, he reveals Protect. So he has mono Drain Punch versus a team with like a Decidueye. And I know Decidueye is kind of pursuit trap by Drapion, but still, he went for mono fighting against my team, and I was quite surprised actually. But yeah, that does mean that I take a little bit more recall. Here I decide still to go with Flat Blitz because it does the most damage to all. He actually goes Drapion, and due to the recall damage and the Toxic, I can't stay in, and I'm in range of E-Speed from Zygarde, and that's pretty unfortunate. I was actually hoping I was barely outside of that. I was hoping I did not take that much recall actually. I think my best play was actually to Dragon Claw. He would never go like hard Bulu, and then I could, after the Dragon Claw, I could probably switch out, and then I had Heal Bell on my Lantern if I was able to get a Heal Bell off, or just not without a Heal Bell. Charizard was pretty valuable actually later on, but it was not affected by Spike, so yeah. Pretty unfortunate. It did break his team, but it went down and was now 4-3. Here I go into Ninetales and think, okay, I can just fire off with Blizzard. It kills 2 of the 3 remaining mons, and Mega Gallade is probably in range now. And from this damage, I saw that he had to be a really speed def, so I knew I outsped, so I could kill him with a Moonblast. And here we go into a bigger choking fest than we already are, and he goes Bulu, and I'm like, okay, I still don't really know what this Bulu set is, but then I was going to my mind, and I was still figuring that if it would bring Bulu, it would be like bulky Bulu, because Scarf Bulu would not make any sense. I have so many grass resist, and it can touch a lot of my mons. And then he also, on top of that, he says GG in the chat, and I'm like, okay, this game is over. But what you know, it was indeed Scarf Bulu, and I lose my Ninetales right there, and that's really big, because now I pretty much lose to the Zygarde in the back, and that's really unfortunate. I should have always kept Ninetales, because it was my response to Zygarde, and I should have went out like into Celesteela, killed off the Bulu, then he goes Zygarde, I go hard into Ninetales. He won't E-speed me. He probably will set up a Dragon Dance, or set up in some way. If he sets up a substitute, that's also fine, because I definitely break this up, deliver hit, and kill him. If he goes for the Dragon Dance, I also live. I think it was a roll, I believe, in my favor, because it was really bulky Ninetales. So I think I would have won the game, or even a better scenario. And what I actually should have done, because of this this turn, I was just so angry about just how the turn went, and just at myself, that I totally forgot to think about everything. So I just went Celesteela and did not consider the Zygarde in the back. Well, I always should have, and with that in mind, I should have just, because you will see here, I go for Leech Seed expecting that he would go Zygarde, but no, he stays in. And from that, what I should have noticed is that, oh, he's just trying to sack off his Bulu. So I definitely should have went like, okay, here, go into Lantern, sack that Lantern, and then he will eventually, like, he will die from recoil damage. So that's what I should have done. I should have let that Bulu kill himself, actually from recoil damage, and with protect and such I could have done that. And if that Bulu died from recoil damage, if he did not notice that, he had to bring in so if Bulu killed himself like on Lantern, if I was able to do that, because I lose a lot of HP from killing full HP or almost full Lantern, then I could have went into Greninja, and then it's Greninja versus Zygarde, and I think I just one-shot it, and then it would have been game. But now I'm thinking, okay, he has revealed leftovers. I still have no clue what the Zygarde is. I thought it was definitely like a sub, it could be sub DD, it could be sub coil. On the off chance it was like sub, it would sub up right here, or just go for coil, because like I can only touch with Heavy Slam. Heavy Slam has not even a chance to break sub, and Leech Seed does bounce off sub. So that's why I went into Lantern, but he just goes for Dragon Dance, and that's pretty much game, because it outspeeds and kills the rest of my team. That's exactly what happens. It needs a crit for Satsui, but it doesn't matter. So we lose 1-0 in a really terrible game played by me. I think the matchup was really tough. I did not expect this team to have such a hard matchup. And also I just played pretty bad actually. And he had some fantastic sets. The Gallade really threw me off. Scarf Bulu was a really surprise to me. I did not expect it at all. And yeah, the leftover Zygarde also had me thinking what's Zygarde he would actually be. Yeah, just all those mind games and everything together. That's why we lost the game. We can put in the calc actually. For if I killed Zygarde from full with Greninja, I believe I did. So I'll show you my Greninja spread. Here, Zygarde, just say it's offensive Dragon Dance, then we kill. Depending on his set, of course. Yeah, most likely I would have killed and we would have won the game. So, but so even when Lantern died, I had a chance, but at that point I was not thinking clearly. I was just going crazy, and that's I think enough of me rambling on about this match. I think the last few things I want to say, and I will probably also go over this in minors. This match again made me realize why am I playing this game? Like, why at all? Like, of course I made a ton of friends from it, and I really love those guys. But when a game is just some stupid game like Pokemon is affecting me in real life because I lose, just because I get nervous before the match, just because if you lose, you're in a terrible mindset, it might affect you later on. It might just ruin your day. It might just you might not sleep that well from it, or just prepping and before the match you get quite nervous, you have no appetite, things like that. Why the fuck would I play that game? Why? So after thinking that over, I will just have 2 games left of minors to upload, 1 game left to play, and I will just play that game with I will make the team really quick and I will get it over with. Then minor season is finished. Then we only have the CPC. We have quite a fun team, quite an offensive team that you really like, that I quite like. So I will just be going with this team, just probably bring a lot of offense every week and just try to have fun for the remainder of the season, upload some CPC content and maybe transition into something else with my channel, I don't know. And on the side I will definitely do stay being an analyst, because I love to do that work, and I don't have that whole mindset thing going on and affecting me in real life. So that's enough rambling for me, guys. This is a learning experience, it always is. Props to Shadow for winning this. We're now both 1-1, and I will see you guys actually next week. Bye.